Hey all. So something I've been feeling that the Lord's been calling me to talk to you about is like the authority that his name has. And what I mean by that is, for example, Matthew 10:1, Jesus called his 12 disciples together and gave them the authority to cast out evil spirits and to heal every kind of disease and illness. And that's just a small fraction of what Jesus can do. And for example, like as we know, Jesus was able to heal the paralyzed, the blind, like people with leprosy. Jesus was able to heal every one of us. Like his death was the epitome of love and like the possibility of his name. And that's what's so special, is that like God gave each and every one of us that if we all just have a faith of a mustard seed, as he said, like we can do great things. And that's just so cool, because it's like when you think about the authority of Christ's name, like you kind of think of it as like a set of rules, and not like a sense of like he's a father or like a ruler, you know, not like as a best friend. And so that's like kind of like what the authority of his name is like, say, like, let's put it this way, like let's say you have a best friend, like let's say he's so popular that like just his name alone people know, like just his name alone people will recognize who it is. Like that's who Jesus is. Jesus is our best friend. Like people know who Jesus is. Satan knows who Jesus is. Like everyone knows Jesus by name. And that's like how much authority his name has, is you speak his name and people will listen. And I think that's what like kind of like people need to realize as Christians, is like we are like vessels of Christ. Like people look at us when we speak of Christ. People like look at our every single move. Like if we are claiming to be Christians, like we have to have a sense of responsibility of showing people like the true form of like who Christ is and what he did for us. And you know, just as Jesus said, like we have to be bold in our faith. Like we have to be willing to explain to people like how we came to Christ. And you know, even if we don't know the answer, be willing to say, I don't know the answer yet. And then, you know, go find the answer, go read the Bible, and then come back and be like, I found the answer. Like, here you go. This is what I think. And following Christ is not a set of rules. It's a relationship. Like I said earlier, it's like having a best friend. Like, you know, like you're not going to grow a relationship with someone you never speak to. So how would you expect to grow your relationship with the Father if you're never speaking to him? Like we should treat Jesus like our best friend, like our brother, like as someone we can't go without speaking to. Like whether it be a girlfriend, like your best friend, your mom, your dad, like treat him as one of those people. Like treat him as someone you can't not talk to. Like you can't go a second without spending time with him, without talking to him. Like that's the power of Jesus. Like that's how powerful his name is that like we just have to like utter his name, and people like spirits, people, everyone will listen to that powerful name. So like why wouldn't we want to have a relationship with him?